Revan. Hi, Otaku. Hi, Inferiority. Deathmonger. How are you guys? I am tired.
Werewolf?
Werewolf? Ew.
Yeah. What?
I've been saving that.
Werewolf.
I've been saving.
Bear Castle.
When it's finally time, like, for anybody who doesn't like frequent my YouTube. So one of the reasons we've been doing these multi-streams is it auto uploads VOD, and it's just propagating my YouTube with lots of videos, so like it looks nice, and like I feel like it gets a few views here and there, which brings eyeballs to the stream. But I always go, like, right now it just uses the same stream title we use for Twitch, but then I'll go in every day and I try to update the thumbnail to show what the VOD was about, and I try to come up with like a cute little intro title explaining the VOD, right? And usually it's like a reference to something that happened in stream, but also is like a movie quote or something. So I'm just waiting for us to get towards the end of this game of Gabriel Knight, to when we, you figure it out, we deal with the werewolves or not wolves, whatever they might be. We don't know yet. But I'm hoping it's werewolves, so we can say that would be the stream title, werewolf. But if it's not a werewolf, then I can't really say that. So, but I was like, you know what? We can use at least for the stream title today. All right, just playing Oblivion. Let's go. I know. I sat down and I'm like, I really want to just play a single game. I'm tired. I just kind of want to play till I'm ready to hop off and then go to bed and not be like, sitting around and like, even though I'm socializing with you guys, it's like, it's a little easier when I can just go my own pace, right? I'm really tired after yesterday. Yesterday was an awesome day, but man, I'm feeling it today. I'm feeling it. Deathmonger, thank you for the 29 months, by the way. I forgot to look over at the Twitch chat to see the Twitch notifications. Thank you so much for 29 months. Appreciate it. So I was like, okay, do we just play Kingdom Come? Because it's been a long time since we played Kingdom Come, right? And I want to play it. But then I'm like, oh man, I just want to play Gabriel Knight. It's so chill. Gabriel Knight is so chill. I know it's not Thursday, but Spock has said, again, pending he doesn't get sick, which he claims he wasn't, but he's sick almost all the time. That's why we play solo. We should be playing Halo. He wants to play more Halo, so we're going to be doing Halo for Throwback Thursday. And then I'll see if people want to do the headliners tomorrow. Get a big group. I was going to see if Bless would be interested, because I keep feeling like he's hinting at wanting to do games, but yet then he doesn't say he wants to do games, so I'm not sure. But I'll try to get a group together because I would like to play the headliners. I might have a code to give away. It just depends, because they gave me a couple codes, and I'm going to either A, use it to get a full lobby so we can, showcase their game and try to get a full lobby going, or B, give out the code. Because I already gave one to Tyler, because I told Tyler, because Tyler didn't have one. And then if Bless wanted to play, I could give Bless one. Which I should message him that. I'll check with him. So we'll see what's left over, because I would like to give back to you guys too, if anyone's interested. Which again, the game's probably like $9. I could probably purchase codes too. That might be fun. I'm getting ideas here. But meanwhile, let's pull this game up, huh? Let's pull this game up. KO, hello! Also, Advanced GG. Use code Geeky10 if you would like to. Yesterday I told you I tried the sample packets. They sent me 3 flavors. And I tried the Ramoon. Actually, they sent me 2 Ramoons, which I liked. They were very light. I don't know what it's supposed to taste like, but it just tasted decent. Like, it's nothing too strong. But today I tried Peach Mango, which, anybody knows me, I'm not a fruit person. I don't like fruit. Just don't. So, like, it's got to be, like, a sour. Like, that's why I like the strawberry lemonade. Like, I like that. Or the fruit punch. Which is funny because it's got fruit in the name. But I was like, I already know I don't like mangoes and I don't like peaches. But I was like, I'll try it. I just want to say, if you like mangoes and peaches, you'll love it. Because I've never tasted a flavor that tasted so much like exactly how it smells. It literally tasted like the smell. I felt like I was smelling it so strong in my mouth. Wasn't for me. I drank the whole thing, though, because I was trying to be good and drink my water. But, it was literally straight up mangoes and peaches. You could taste it. Oh, my gosh. So, yeah. So, if you're a mangoes or a peaches person, that was straight up a peach. It was straight up a peach. I think that one, I don't think the mangoes and peaches were their energy one. I'd have to double check. I think that one was just like a hydrating one. That's probably why I'm so tired today. Yesterday's stream was energetic. That's why I'm kind of I'm on a low. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm on a low. I'm so tired. I mean, I already don't get good sleep. My sleep patterns are terrible. We all know this. And then yesterday was such a high, and then I was just so excited I couldn't sleep. And plus I was up till 3 cleaning. I had to take a shower. I can't do my wash and my shower at the same time, so I had to shower, and then I had to throw everything into the wash and then take care of the cats and myself and get ready for bed. And so I wasn't in bed until 3 a.m. And I'm just like, I'm freaking tired, bro. And then my plan was to come home from work and take an hour nap. But then my mom invited me over for nachos and to watch TV, so I didn't nap. So I'm tired. All right. I'm so tired. I don't even know how to start this game anymore. How do I start this game? Steam, where are you? Steam. Wait, maybe I should I do this? Just in case. I might have to log in. Usually I don't have to log in, but I don't know what's doing right now. Your stream deck is 385? What does that mean? What does it mean your stream... Oh, your stream streak is 385. I thought you said... Okay, so that's how tired I am. I thought you said stream
Ashley,
deck.
she's incredible.
I thought you said stream deck, and I was like, what does that mean? Revin! Yep, I'm scrolling up right now. Revin! Thank you for the 385 stream streak. Oh my gosh. I really wish it could bring Twitch stuff over into the group chat. Also, that makes me... Hi, Ash. That reminds me... Gabriel and I... Wait, before I finish my thought, let me actually do one thing at a time, because I can't multitask. No, it's the... Yeah, it's under G. A, B, C, D, F, G. Gabriel Knight. Peace Within. Okay. And then I wanted to, because I noticed when we were doing the full screen pie in the face, I didn't have the St. Jude stuff up. So C, let me copy that. I want to make sure that's up. And then I want to make sure also, because we switch to full screen a lot when I show off stuff, and I also want to make sure it's got the... Where's the... I'm looking for the chat box. That's what I want. Chat box. Nope. Wrong button. Chat box.
Is it me, or is anyone else having a really hard fucking time?
I want to put Logan. Get out of here. Stop being a sourpuss. Stop being a sourpuss. You literally told me you didn't need me yesterday. I'm standing on my ground here. You're like, I don't need you. I need Rachel and James.
These are the continuing voyages.
He keeps killing you? Oh, is this scary?
Enterprise.
You did too. You said that. You did say that. You said that. I said, I'm here. He said, I don't need you.
To seek out
You're no help. He said that, right, Deathmonger? He said that.
Civilizations.
He said that.
To boldly go where no man has gone.
I was just saying, I'm just too tired today to do social games, Logan. I just want to... Yesterday was a big high. I'm on my low now. I'm crashing.
Mommy, a girl behind you.
There is a girl behind me. Which, speaking of, I want to move that blurb. So on the screen, blurb should come over here. We should put blurb down, like, in this corner. Also, it was so fun for you guys to just, like, when we popped the camera up, you could see all the men. The men. Alright, now we can play. It's time, Ash, it's time! You said it because you were mad, so you took... Yeah, hurt people, brother. Hurt people. But you guys remembered the code? Because I did feel bad, because I remember I was the one that wrote the code down. So did you have to go back through it, or did you get the code? Because here's the code.
Have
Professor
an
P is
angry
killing
wank. Have an angry wank.
Brother, this is...
Eat your meat
Wait,
full
first of all,
throttle till there's nothing in the tank.
first of all, why is it even playing that when I have it modded so no dirty blurps play? I don't understand that. Why is that one allowed? Why does that one not allowed? Why did that one make the cut out of all the clips? Oh, it's not? What is it supposed to mean then? What's it supposed to mean then? Bear, that's not dirty. It's not? What is it supposed to mean then? I am right behind you. Also, Blurp, why are you up there? I put you down in the bottom. Why were you up there? Oh, that's because it's this game. This is a different screen. Second, let me move it on this screen. Blurp. Blurp. Now that the St. Jude stuff here is, I gotta balance out everything. Oops, that was loud. Yeah, some of the blurbs come through really loud. Okay, sorry. I have to make sure I have all of the screens up. But Logan, I would like to shoot. This reminds me, I was gonna message Bliss. I would like to try to get people tomorrow for the headliners, because this weekend we're gonna be up north doing work, right, for the septic. So I don't know if I'll be streaming Friday. I might stream Friday, but I don't know I'll be streaming Friday. Thursday we're doing Halo. You promised. Okay. So I was thinking tomorrow being Wednesday, we could try to get a big group for that headliners, if you'd be down. Okay, I will say this. Spock has been coming up with banger ideas. Okay, first off, he's been coming up with a whole spectrum of ideas. Bangers, and then the worst ideas you ever heard of. But the bangers we allow. He did have a good idea. I just don't know how we'll make it work, but I don't think I've ever seen it done on a stream. And you know what? I think it would be hilarious. And when he was talking about it, I was dying laughing so hard. Dirty blurps about soda sand and other earthy materials. Okay, yeah. True. No, I'm not talking about... Oh my god, no. Do you want to tell everybody your idea, or do you want me to tell them? Do you want to tell people? Do you want me to pop into your voice chat real quick while I message Bless and you explain it, or do you just want to type it out? No one will know until we announce it. Oh, so you don't want to tell them, you're just teasing them? He wants to do it for a stretch goal this year, and I said, brother, it costs money, and we don't have money this year. So we'd have to wait till we, get money going again. But it's funny. It's funny. Okay, wait. Sorry, I just know he goes to bed early. Let me just grab this real quick. I just want to... Was your idea that Ash accept Bless as her stepdad? That's still one of the... By the way, the VOD is up on my YouTube. Anyone wants to go watch that interaction. It's so funny. I was thinking...
Not me, not Hermione.
You! Okay. Alright, I just sent him that. He probably won't see it till tomorrow, but I'll try to see if we can get a group going tomorrow. People, don't you know? So, by the way, I'm going to put it in the ear of my group as well. Maybe later. All right, back to what you're here for. Is this what you want? Is this what you want? Thanks for the lurk inferiority. Also, again, if anybody has any ideas of incentives they want to see, You know, thank you, random citizen, who came in and says, will you let someone smash a pie in your face for money? And I was like, you know what? Sure. Hell yeah, brother. And it was one of the funnest streams I've had in a long time. And we raised, $255 for St. Jude yesterday. So, heck yeah, guys. So, you guys have, like, ideas like that? Throw them at me. I did finally fill out the Tiltify incentive page. So I have all the ones that I plan to retroactively do that I could remember that we discussed. And then I have just 1 or 2 for the stretch goals, because I'm kind of going to leave that open since we already have so much on our docket. The stretch goals are a little bit bigger and a little more far between, and I'm going to save it for doing like things like the pie to the face, you know. 2,200, and you're painting your whole nigga body green for the Star Trek stream. Oh my gosh, Logan, for real though, you could paint yourself green and then we could put on a uniform. I have a Star Trek uniform for myself. But that would be funny to green screen you. At 2,200, you'd green screen yourself. Okay, we're still on Grace, my love. Okay, so Grace has been investigating. See, this is the problem. I already forgot where we left off. Remember, I think we just discovered where the original infection might have started for the werewolf, right? I think. Also, it's so disconcerting when there's, like, no sound. Sometimes this game has no sound. There it is. No, brother, you'll still have clothes. You could just paint, like, you'll be, like, just your, like, arms and your chest. Right? Are male nipples allowed? Wait. Are male nipples and chests allowed on Twitch, or only in the context of a swimsuit? I can't remember. We might have to look into this. Thanks for the lurk, Mike. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a great stream.
I don't have anything to say to her right now.
By the way, though, I did make a comment, because I don't know if you heard me rant that one time about how there's streamers that always tried to circumvent TOS with the raunchiest streams they can get away with before they get kicked off, right, for money. And one of them being you sit on like a clear chair and you shine the camera up at your butt cheeks, right? So I jokingly said, for when we do our Star Wars get together, and my cousin Justin said he would be dressed in the gold bikini, that we'd put him on a clear chair with the camera shining up at his butt cheeks just for you. Okay, she said nothing to talk to about there. The piano, yeah, it's always like really soft and beautiful. So maybe
Grace Nakamura.
Yeah, maybe we just go back. This game is always so loud. I think I have to turn it down. No. Is it just that I'm not used to it, or does something keep resetting? Okay, back. How do I exit? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Play. Oh, sorry. I was like, how do I go back? You'll be a Ford F-150? Oh, sorry. I was like, what's happening? I forget. I always kick...
That has been a
I always skip the cutscenes. Okay, wait. Oh, shoot. Wrong button. Shoot. Wrong button. 1 second, guys. Wrong button. 1 second. Dude, I will just say this. My face hurts. This whole area hurts so bad today. And by so bad, it doesn't hurt so bad. It hurt, like, it's not like, it's just an ache. It's like a deep ache, right? It doesn't hurt to touch it or nothing like that. There's no bruising. It's just an ache through my face. Rachel texts me, she's like, I feel so bad. I said, don't feel bad. The problem is my plate was so flimsy, and I don't think we anticipated her, like, you know, hitting my face with her hand. You know, so... And that Cool Whip was just like, it was like nothing. Okay, I wanted to come in here because I wanted to fix the settings on was trying to turn down speaking. I don't think it lets me control speaking volume. Full sending too, yeah. The clip was so good. The clip was... Oh, shoot! I was gonna... You know what? I'll save it for tomorrow. I was gonna post a Twitch story of that clip and then, like, say, come watch the stream, donate, St. Jude. I'll save that for tomorrow.
I don't have anything to say right now.
Well, then where do we go? Should we go to the bar? Bartender have more to tell me?
I don't have anything to say to him. I don't want to disturb.
What the heck? I've done like all the research. What is there left to do? I'm so lost. These games are hard. Can we pick this yet?
I wonder what kind of...
Okay, we can't pick it yet.
It's no use. He does...
Okay, wait, let's read our notebook. I think I need to find some obviously wieners. Obviously Werner's opinions are one thing, but I need to find some facts. I think we were missing this one, right? The Black Wolf, 1864.
I found a letter in the Werewolf lore book. It was written by a Schottenjäger, Christian Ritter, to King Ludwig II of Bavaria. It warned him about the Black Wolf. Another Black Wolf? Could this be connected to the case in town? But von Rollick died here in 1750? Maybe the nickname was common, a German equivalent of Bubba. I need to find out more about this letter if possible. I'm starting a new section, 1864 Black Wolf. Until I'm convinced otherwise, we'll assume this is an entirely new subject.
All right, you'll be Harrison Ford F-1. Okay, first off, one of my favorite things is the idea of mashup costumes, right? Where you take two things and you make one thing. So like I said, I saw someone was dressed as Nurse Chapel Roan. Nurse Chapel is a Star Trek character. I mean, obviously Chapel Roan. Or Jabba the Pizza Hut, right? Literally, you could do that. Harrison Ford F-150 would be so funny. Harrison Ford F-150. Or like Ruth Vader, Darth Vader Ginsburg is what it was. Darth Vader Ginsburg. Always thought was a funny one. Okay, so we're looking for the guy named... he was... What does it say? Wait. Christian Ritter's journal confirms that he was after a werewolf. So Christian Ritter we're looking for possibly in here. Or... the Black Wolf. I thought he said someone else's name. If he died. Okay. Or was he saying Ludwig II was the Black Wolf? Okay, I don't know which one she said. I didn't pay attention.
Jürgen Ritter.
Jürgen Ritter? Okay, nope. Wolfgang?
Wolfgang Ritter.
Okay, nope.
Martin Ritter.
Okay, nope. This one doesn't have a name on it. Why does this one not have a name on it? And I can't look at these other ones. Shoot, which one was the one that had the, Oh, here we go.
It's a silver heart. Someone must have left it as a mourning gift.
And I can't take
It's
it?
a silver...
So, like, this one lets me click closer.
My lords! My ladies!
Jürgen...
Okay.
And everybody else here not sitting on a cushion!
Not sitting on a cushion. Wait, let me ban this. Let me ban this troll real quick. Wait. Okay, got him. Hi, Torin, how are you? Okay. Whew. Though. That was so funny. That was so fun last night. Thank you guys again for everything you've done to help us get to $1,305 for St. Jude. It's wild. Again, if you're interested, you can look, I'm not sure if the Tiltify link will take you there. I don't know if the Tiltify link will show you everything. I'm supposed to have a Tiltify page that shows you all the incentives and everything. But you're more than welcome to look at what we've unlocked. I originally was thinking this weekend I would get us to do a community trivia tricks, which was the first thing we hit, but I forgot I'm gone this weekend. So we'll probably start next week doing a bunch of our incentive stuff, and we'll get them started. I'll need help from, obviously, like, Spock, for setting up the Minecraft community server and some things like that to see if we can get them going. But next week we'll plan trivia tricks. We'll plan Tarkov friend night, which, like I said, Tarkov friend night, I also want to put like small incentives for, like, as I'm playing Tarkov, you guys can mess with me. I'll see if Tarkov allows for crowd control stuff, but I'm not sure, since that one, like, uses its own launcher and stuff. I'm not sure how that works. And then obviously after, well, it doesn't have to be after. I guess we could start our Baldur's Gate crowd control run during the charity as well, and maybe I can make some incentives for that. Like, hey, like, you guys control it, but if someone donates money, like a big amount, like, they can just, like, sideline it completely by, like, saying to do something, right?
St. Georg Church.
Can we go this way yet? I just don't understand what I'm supposed to do. There's no one to talk to. She can't go to town. We can't get the keys.
Ludwig II. He looks like he was in his 30s when this one was painted.
So she mentions their ages, so I'm wondering if, like, it's important to look at one of these.
So that's King Ludwig II of Bavaria.
She says that.
So that's King...
Like, I'm supposed to just, like, know what it is.
I have no idea what that...
I have no idea what that is. And there's nothing here I can click on that I can see.
I don't want to...
She doesn't want to disturb this person. What if... She says I have nothing to say to him, but what if I, like... What if I paid him money? Okay, and she won't talk to Gerda. I thought we were going to get our information, we'd be able to talk to Gerda.
So this is where I've been...
Oh, it's going to let me... Yes! It's going to let me talk to her at the post. Okay.
Grüß Gott.
Grüß Gott.
Womit kann ich Ihnen dienen?
She's like, I don't... Oh, shoot. Okay.
I don't want to...
Okay, wait, what is this? Oh, it's a letter.
4th of March, I have heard. I beg your highness only this. Please do not see this man alone, nor even with your servants only to guard you. I promise you, all will be made clear very shortly when my investigation is complete. For now, only keep yourself safe. Your most grateful servant, Christian von Ritter, Schloss Ritter, Rittersburg, Bavaria. I don't want to mail that. I don't
want to mail that.
I don't want to...
Okay, we have nothing to mail then. Okay, never mind. I got excited because I thought last time she said there was no one to talk to. I don't think there's anything new here, right?
That's the church in the square.
Like, as we do things, like, new stuff is gonna show up. I just know it will. But I don't see anything new here. Okay, nope, she didn't find anything new. Okay, nope. Just checking. Whew. Y'all, I'm still not anti pouring a tub, well, it costs a lot of money to do that. A tub full of hot sauce, just saying. For charity. I still think it's hilarious that I actually saw an advertisement for something on Twitch Don't know what it was, but it was a bunch of guys that had a kiddie pool and they were pouring hot sauce into it. And one guy had like his swim trunks and like a snorkel and he was like ready to dive into it. I thought that was hilarious.
I don't have anything. I don't have. I can just. Ritter ancestors, I assume. Ritter.
Are any of these important though?
I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why. I'm not.
Like, what am I supposed to do, you guys? Wait, can I look out the window now, maybe? We haven't looked out the window in a half.
Nice view of the Alps.
Like, we can go back into the library, but we already did all our research in there, did we not? Oh, apparently not.
Looks like biographies here. I wonder if there's anything on...
Sorry, guys.
Yes, Ludwig, König von Bayern.
That's probably why I
König
saved it
Ludwig,
right in front of that
sein
bookshelf.
Leben und sein Sieg, die letzten Tage des
Dies and knows they're gonna
König
burn
Ludwig II. German. That's not much help.
What? Did you pull it out or no?
Looks like biographies. There's nothing else. I'm not sure what other case. I'm not sure what other.
She's gonna pull it out, but then
Looks
doesn't.
like biographies here.
She didn't actually get anything out. Okay. Can we call the guy on the phone yet? So we have the phone number for the doctor that knows more about like research than we do. So can we finally call him? Yes! Who needs a walkthrough? Not me.
Hello?
Professor Barkley, this is Grace Nakamura. I'm calling from Germany.
Germany? I thought you were in New Orleans.
I was, but anyway, it's rather important or I wouldn't have bothered you. Do you know anything about King Ludwig II of Bavaria?
Well, that's a hell of a thing to ask a man in the middle of the night. Late 1800s,
Why is like
right?
the music suddenly
Yes.
like?
This isn't really my
Why is
field.
suddenly the music like kind of like sweet
I
and
think
tender?
he was crazy. or
That's
something.
something you should.
I wish
weird
I
thing
knew.
to say to a man.
Do you know anyone who specializes in German history?
Yeah, I have a friend at the University of Berlin. I'll ring him. What's your number there?
It's 4989-555-7878.
Okay, I'll call you back if I remember this conversation in the morning anyway.
Great. Sorry again. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Anytime I see a phone like that, I realize that that's the phone we had growing up. My parents always had one just like that in their bedroom. And my mom kept it. I don't think she has it anymore, but she kept it for a long time as like an emergency landline in case like the power went out, but the phone line would still work. Mike, thank you for the 26 months. Hope you're doing well, Mike. Also, Freak. Let's go Stars win. What's a Stars win? Is the Stars like a NBA team that I don't know, that I've never heard of a day in my life? The Stars. Is it like the new name of like... Oh, it's hockey. Okay, yeah, I guess I don't know a lot of hockey names. I don't know. I was gonna say, I thought maybe like LA changed their name again or something, or like they moved from LA to this town, so now they have to change their name. Nice. You're from Canada? No, I'm from South Canada. And stereotyping just because I'm from South Canada does not mean I like hockey. All right. Use the correct stereotype of I'm a woman, I don't care for sports. Get it right. Get it right. Use the correct stereotypes. But I hope you had a good day, Freak. Not even a Red Wings fan. I'm just always a fan of my local sports, my state sports. I support them all, but no, I don't watch the Red Wings. I have seen the Stanley Cup in person, though. I have seen the Stanley Cup in person, though. Just saying. I've seen it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Stars moved from Minnesota to Dallas, so you were actually part correct. Yes. Actually, when I was gonna say, you say Dallas. Okay, so the Spurs, San Antonio Spurs, right? That name popped in my head, and I was gonna say, what is it, like the new name of San Antonio, the San Antonio Stars? But I could not, for the life of me, get the name San Antonio out. So I feel like I was close with Texas, Dallas. Okay, close. Wait, San Antonio and Texas? I assumed it was.
I don't have anything to say to her right now.
Watch it not be in Texas. And then I just embarrassed myself geographically. I have nothing to say to her right now. Can I see it?
Pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
Even if he slept in it.
Ugh. Him. The audacity of him to be a man. The audacity. Still nothing.
I'm not sure what other...
What else is there to do then, woman? Can we write?
All right, Knight, I've got your research.
Mike, thank you for the $50 donation to St. Jude. We are now at 1,355. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Also, I do want to apologize, guys. Uh-oh, you okay, babe? Just one second, one second. Are you okay? Are you okay? You okay, baby? You're scaring me.
Now, I just need someone
I only just realized it wasn't showing you guys the built-in rewards for St. Jude. So, like, when you donate your money, you could specifically select a reward. Like, do you want to pay for, like, the Red Wagon or the free food or the no chemo party? I didn't realize that wasn't just on by default. So, I only just turned that on today. So, like, again, your money goes to St. Jude regardless, and you don't have to choose something, and they'll just put it towards whatever. But I think the rewards you kind of pick and say, like, I'm choosing to say that it's being spent on this, right? So I have that turned on now, so apologies on that. What is the in the 1996 game is this, by the way? 1995. 1995, by the way. Actually, it might be, I think it's 95. And I missed what she wrote. Did she write something funny, guys? Oh, I missed it. Do we write something funny?
I have Gabriel's package ready, but I need an address.
We need an address. So guess who we gotta go talk to? Gerda. Maybe. Yeah, you're not picky, but that's what I choose. Yeah, I sometimes just do it just because, like, it's like, oh, you can kind of see what your rewards earn you, because, like, they'll show you what they, like, what they cost. I think I have, a list here. I moved everything far away. Okay, yeah. So this cute little, like, road map that's drawn on here is really adorable, by the way. And it's like a road map, but it, like, shows you, like, the dollar donation amount. So, like for $10, a $10 donation helps provide new toys for hospital play areas. $25 donations help provide 1 day of meals for a St. Jude patient or their family member. $50 helps provide art supplies for patients and for their art parties. $100 provides the Red Wagon that helps transport the patients around the hospital. So they use, like, the cute little red wagons to make it a little more fun and less, like, hospital-y, right? So they don't feel so weird. $300 helps provide groceries for a family for 2 weeks while they stay there. $500 help provide 2 days of oxygen for a St. Jude patient. $800 help cover the cost of 3 chest x-rays. And then $1,000 provides the cost for 3 airfare tickets for St. Jude patients and their parents. Oh wait, for 3. So it's for 3 patients and 3 parents. Oh, and their 3 parents. Interesting. And then $1,500 helps provide a day of chemotherapy. $3,000 help provide 4 spinal taps. $4,000 helps cover the entire cost of one full day of ICU. $6,500 covers the cost of a CT scan, and $8,000 help provide 2 St. Jude patients with proton therapy. So that just kind of shows you like the cost of some of the medicines and treatments that that goes into it, and that's why the fundraising is so important. Hell yeah, the art supplies. Yeah, so a lot of the kids do the art, and then and the art and stuff we get in the like welcome box for the fundraising is done by the kids there, which is really cool. All right, let's see if we talk to her.
I don't have anything to say to her right now.
You don't? Now we do.
I found the items that Gabriel wanted. Did he tell you where to send your research?
Yes, his lawyer's office in Munich.
Yes.
Can I get the address?
Harald Übergrau, Marienplatz 21, München.
Thanks.
Thanks. She's so sassy. Grace.
Gerda's been a
Grace. We're gonna have to go here and mail it. I wonder if after we mail this, if this will be the end of Grace's storyline.
There's no one there.
This might be the end of Grace's storyline. Maybe we'll go back to Gabriel for a minute, but I don't know. Because I feel like we're hitting a dead end.
Grüß Gott.
And we have to
Grüß
wait
Gott.
for the phone call.
Womit kann ich...
We have to wait for the phone call from our guy another day.
Das Päckchen soll nach München gehen.
But yeah, Freak, this game, by the way, is from a game series
47
called Gabriel Knight. They're supernatural mystery games. This is the second one. I played the first one on my stream back in October. That one was like 8-bit, kind of isometric style, top-down. And they did do a remaster years ago that's just a little bit better, but still not like crazy. This one is an FMV, so this one's all filmed like it's like, you know, it's real actors, real photos and stuff. This was a game series my mom played when I was little, and it's one of those things where, you know, at the time we loved it so much that I've never forgotten it. Like, I don't remember the plots. I was like 5, 6 maybe. But it was just one of those things where, like, I remember exactly what the cover art looked like because it scarred me. I was so scared. But, like, I remember we always gushed about Gabriel Knight and how much we loved it. So, I've had it. I bought it, like, off of, like, a sale bundle one time randomly. And I've had it in my library for, like, 7, 8 years. So, we're finally tackling it.
Nein, danke.
Oh, wait, shoot. What did I do? I have to pay her. Sorry, my bad. I don't speak German. I don't know. She said she must have said I had to pay her.
You can...
She must have said I had to pay her.
Dankeschön.
Bitte sehr.
Embarrassing. Imagine me
That'll
like,
give him something to chew on.
nah, not too much money, and then turning around and going, wait, yeah. Ooh.
Guten Abend.
Look at that hair.
How are you? Is this the castle of the shot and joggers here?
Yes, but I'm...
How exciting! Come along, Emma.
We are so thrilled to be here. Emma said it's the 1990s, for heaven's sake. The shot and joggers are probably long gone. Well, of course they aren't, I said. A family like that doesn't just dry up and blow away. The good Lord's put his mark on them.
Who are you?
I was just wondering the same thing, dear. Neither of you girls look like the heroic type, but who am I to judge. God chooses his soldiers, and who am I to put in my 2 cents?
No, we're the Smiths from Merrimack, Pennsylvania. This is my wife, Merle. You can call me Emil.
My husband. If I don't get right to the point, he'll get there for me.
It's nice to meet you both.
Honestly, iconic,
Well, how
yes.
did you hear about the Schottenjägers?
Oh, we're demonologists. My wife makes it her business to know a lot about a lot of different things. She's a regular, what you call, occultist scholar, aren't you, Mother?
That's right.
Yeah.
I read about you all when I was studying an old witch trial last spring, and I have been dying to get over here ever since.
Well, so nice of you to stop by, but I'm afraid the Schottenjäger isn't here right now. I'll let him know you called, though.
Oh, no. And I was so hoping to talk shop. We fighters of darkness are so rare these days.
Don't I know it? Can't scare one up to save your soul.
No, it's not your fault, Missy. I told Merle to call before he came.
People just don't take you seriously unless you're standing right there. You know that, Em.
Well, it's rather late, and if you're driving, you might as well, go out right now.
Don't worry about that. We're going to spend the night at the guest house in town. That's right.
Stop by tomorrow, won't you, dear? You and I can exchange stories at least.
We'll see.
Well, come on, Merle. These ladies are tired, and I think we ought to go.
But, Em.
Come on, let's go.
Em.
Good night, ladies.
Good night.
Good night. What's wrong?
It's not your fault. This just happens, man. I'm sorry.
I'll get her some water.
Give me your hand. I see danger. Someone close to you is in danger.
Gabriel?
I see something like a wolf. A black wolf.
Don't you worry, miss. My Merle is going to be all right. This just happens sometimes, that's all. It just happens. Come on, Merle. Let's go. Come on.
I thought she was faking it, but she saw the black wolf.
What happened?
I don't know.
Oh, my baby, you're so cute and I love you. I love you so much. You're just a baby. You're just a baby. Chapter 3. Here we go. Every chapter ends with a cutscene and starts with a cutscene, which is pretty interesting. There he is. That's your man? That's my man. And I'm gonna stick with him. Not the swan. It was really sad. Swans mate for life. And there was a place we would visit every year to camp. And as you drive into the campground, there's a river that kind of like winds through the campground, like a big one. And there would always be a mated pair of swans. And then one year we got there and there was only one swan. It was just a couple years, there was just one swan, and then there was no swans. And it made me so sad. The poor swan was probably all alone. Okay, we're back to Gabriel. Let's see if we can look at... Oh, no, that's the... He doesn't have an... He says he has a notepad, but he doesn't have a notepad. He has tapes. But he has a notepad. Memos.
My notebook.
But doesn't let me actually...
My notebook.
But doesn't actually let me look at it. That's like the only time he sounds a little Louisiana is when he says, my notebook. Suka Stack House, my notebook. My notebook. Yeah. Hi, Terrence. My notebook.
I don't need anything else, right?
You got any of them occults up here in Germany? Down Louisiana. We got all kinds of occults. Alright.
I take it they...
Still just Jesus. Nothing there.
China. I don't need anything else right now.
We don't need anything else right now. Let's read the newspaper for the day. Is it new newspaper or is it old newspaper? The killer wolf slagen in the Indenstad Vida Zoo.
It looks like there's been another wolf killing.
That's my
and
best.
This one occurred last night in downtown
I probably
Munich.
said something horrible. Wait, there was another killing in Munich?
It looks like there's been another wolf killing. And this one occurred last night in downtown Munich.
Alright, guess we're going to downtown Munich. Guess we know where we're going.
I don't have anything to write about at the moment.
Also, we gotta go get our research from, we have to go get our research from Grace, the lawyer's office. Wait, is there something new there? Is there always something that's sitting right there? Wait. Let's just see if
It's a water trough.
Okay, no, I was making sure there's nothing new. Okay, yeah, nothing new. Again, the clues were only there because the killing happened here.
I was hoping for a Mercedes.
Okay, we are gonna head to the plaza. We're gonna head to the plaza. We're gonna head to our lawyer's office.
Das vereinbaren Sie am besten mit meiner Sekretärin. Gut, ja.
Okay, I was trying to see if there was a different cutscene for a different day, but it looks like it's the same.
I don't have anything else to say right now.
What about my mail? Oh, did he give me the mail? Oh, he gave it to me. Oh, I guess the cutscene would have been different if I wouldn't have skipped it. Sorry, guys.
March 18th, 1994. Gabriel, you might as well know, I'm in Rittersburg. I wasn't about to sit in New Orleans and let you have all the fun. Besides, if it goes anything like last time, you're gonna need my help. I've been doing the research Gerda said you wanted. Enclosed is a book you might find useful. It looks a little outdated, but then I've never dealt with werewolves before, so it's hard to be sure. There's also some werewolf history right here in town. I found some clues pointing to a werewolf called the Black Wolf. He's cropped up in a couple of places, including here in Rittersburg in 1750, and in association with Ludwig II, a Bavarian king that died in 1886. It's all ancient history, I know, but something tells me that it is relevant. I'm not sure where to go from here, except to look into Ludwig II. Ask around about the Black Wolf in Munich and see what you find out. Also, let me know if you want me to research Ludwig or join you there. I'm sending this to your lawyer, but I'll need to contact you directly. Send your address and phone number ASAP. Herr Huber is being stubborn and won't tell me. Be careful and write. Grace.
Damn it, what the hell is Grace doing here?
Grace.
At least she's off in the ozone somewhere. The Black Wolf, Ludwig II. She's really losing it.
March 8th, I've been doing... There's also some... It's all ancient. I'm sending...
Okay.
Do you know anything about King Ludwig II?
But naturally. Have you been running into him much on your tour of Munich?
Running into him? Isn't he dead?
Yes, long dead. But he is still everywhere, like your Marilyn Monroe or Elvis. He is the Bavarian enigma.
Okay, what about... Oh, there's more I could ask about Ludwig, I think.
Heard of anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
This guy
No.
has like a
sorry.
funny head shape because his hair is so fluffy. It makes it look like his head,
That's
his like
alright.
top of his head is bigger than his
Sure, it's nothing.
the rest of his face.
So what's the big deal about this Ludwig guy?
They call him the fairy tale king. He's very romantic and mysterious, you know. He built castles, and now they are huge tourist attractions.
Castles? Where are they?
Oh, let's see. Herrenchiemsee is about 3 hours southeast. Neuschwanstein is southwest of the border with Switzerland, about 2.5 hours. I can have my secretary draw you a map, if you like, but most German maps have them already marked.
No, thanks. I wasn't thinking of going myself. but it does seem like a harmless enough activity for someone else I know. So this guy's just a dead king, right? And these castles are just out in the countryside, hours from Munich.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay. That's our letter from Grace. It looked weird when I zoomed in it. All right.
Well, I'm off. See you, Harry.
Goodbye.
Okay, so make sure you miss. So she wants to talk about our white sausage today.
I don't think she speaks much.
Well, why don't we buy some white sausage? Where's our wallet?
I'm not much in the mood
We're
for
probably
white
gonna
sauce.
we're probably gonna have to buy some white sausage to lure the werewolf. What do you think? Okay, so what did we just learn? That Grace is back, but we can't get to Grace. We can't get to Grace. Wait, won't it let me leave? Let me leave. Let's see if we can go. So there's a killing in Munich. There's a university. We can go to the
No point in going back in there at the moment. I can't even try to talk. I don't need to do anything else at the lab.
Okay. There's probably more to do here, but we'll come back. Okay, so we can look at the wolves. Werewolf? Werewolf!
They don't look dangerous. Klingman's office is locked.
No, how dare it be locked.
No way. I've had enough of those.
So it lets me come here, but there's nothing for me to do? Interesting. So everything we have to do is probably here.
Cuckoo clock.
Oh, we're gonna go inside! Let's go, brother! Brother. Hi, kitty.
Hello.
Grüß Gott.
Cuckoo, cuckoo. Okay. Let's see what is in here.
Cute.
Yeah, well, there is in there this sound thing, you know, to wake up. You know, in the morning.
An alarm clock.
Yeah, alarm clock. Yeah, richtig. Yeah.
How much is it?
Wie viel? 60 marks.
60 marks. Okay, can we
He doesn't strike me as a sparkling con.
I can buy it? Why am I buying one?
I'll take that woodpecker clock.
I don't know
60 marks, bitte.
I don't know why that was funny to me, because we just talked about white sauce and now we're talking about woodpecker. I don't know, it just caught me off guard. There is an incoming ad on Twitch. I'm gonna take that moment to maybe just go peruse snacks in my fridge.
That's alright, I'll take it as it is.
I might take my vitamins, and I'm hot. I might turn my fan on. It's kind of really hot here.
Dankeschön.
It's getting very humid around these parts lately.
Bitte.
Alright, we bought a clock. I don't know why we bought a clock, but we bought a clock. I wonder if we bought it for Grace. Let's see about this one. What about a Rolex for us?
I've already got a watch, thank you.
Yep, so you just
I've already got a...
So you just want to go in there. Can I look at the clock?
You never know when a little woodpecking will come in handy.
Never know when a little woodpecking.
You never know when a little woodpecking will come in handy.
It's not nearly as bad. It's not nearly as bad as the first game with the innuendos slash, you know, you know what I want to say. This one's got a little bit, but it's not nearly as bad. All right, we're gonna take this opportunity, if you don't mind, to BRB. Apparently, the music of the game is louder than. I'm sorry, it's annoying. I don't know how to turn it down. Just mute it. Mute the stream. Yeah, Otaku. It does. It feels just like it's not quite the same. It's not quite the same, but I'm wondering, like, you know, as the game goes on, if we'll get more of those. Okay. Let's get back to it. Sorry for the annoying car street noises.
You never know when a little woodpecking will come in handy.
Oops. Once again, that disappeared. Why does it always disappear when I tab over it? Okay. Let's enter. Okay. Never know when a little woodpecking might come in handy.
That must be the famous Munich Glocken. That must be
Famous Munich Glockenspiel.
She.
Well, still nothing important here yet, looks like. the shops I can go in. Oh, there's new people here.
I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language. I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language.
You know what? It's a universal language, sausage. Sausage is a universal language. This guy looks like a mannequin.
I'd give it a shot.
This guy looks like a mannequin. Post office?
What should I... It's a post office.
Should I mail? Do I have anything to mail? I don't. I don't have anything to mail. Oh, there's some movement down here at the end of the street. You see this?
Guess I figured out where last night's killing took place. Looks like a television news crew. I don't think they'd know much about it. I don't think they'd know much about it.
You don't think the cop would know much about it?
I don't think they'd know much about it. I don't think they'd know much about it.
I'm literally clicking on the...
I don't think they'd know much. Looks like a television. Looks like a
Then talk to him!
I don't think they'd know much about it.
Well, what are we supposed to do then, brother? What are we supposed to do about this?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Hi, Ian. His name Gabriel Knight. His name Gabriel Knight. He's a shadow hunter, brother.
Looks like a television.
Am I supposed to not do anything here?
I don't.
Is there anything I can give these people?
I'm not.
Okay. Like, it wasn't letting me interact with anything there. Like, I couldn't even look at the crime scene. Try again. That's mine.
I don't. I don't. Looks.
We can't walk past him. We have some books, we have some notes.
I'm not sure the German public. I don't.
Okay. Maybe now we can go to the police station? Maybe it was just so we could see it, and then now we can go to the police station, the police station and ask them. That's not the police station. That's not the police station. Okay, for the love of God, just let me leave. Just let me leave.
No point in going back in there at the moment. I can't even try to talk my way in.
No point in going back there?
I
Then what's the point? Maybe we can replace their clock? Let me replace this clock with a cuckoo clock. No? Well, what am I supposed supposed to freaking do with the cuckoo clock? What the heck am I supposed to do with this giant cuckoo clock?
I suppose that's for tending those window boxes. The Yubas have a nice setup here. A bit domesticated for my taste,
hungry.
but nice.
I'm so hungry. I need more food. Feed me, Seymour. Doing your math right now, Ash? No worries. You don't need to be chatting. I appreciate you even just lurking and watching, but you don't have to do that either. Get your school done, dude. I talk enough for everybody, so. Like I said, I'm pretty tired myself today. I'm just chilling. We're just vibing. We're just vibing in this game today. Can I put this up in the trees? Nah. Dude, I don't know what you want from me, game. I don't know what you want from me. So the two math managers can't figure it out. I hate math. I'm so thankful that when I was in college, I didn't have to take math. My degree did not. It required like all the basic courses for like the first year, but math was not one of them. Math was not a requirement. I was so thankful. The last time I ever took a math class was probably my junior year of high school. I didn't even have to take math my senior year of high school.
The Yubas have a nice setup here. A bit domesticated for my taste, but nice.
But nice. Alright, where are we going, Gabriel? Where are we going? My eye! I still have this eye twitch randomly. It would just like, there'd be like a pulse. Like a finger's poking out of my eye. That's what it feels like. Ugh, it's so weird. Alright. Let's see what I need to do here.
I don't have anything. I'm not sure why I'd want to.
Well.
I'm not sure.
Whatever. Maybe we think that, maybe we make this woman think that the cuckoo clock man is flirting with her by sending her a gift.
I don't think I want to. White sausage.
Easy white sausage.
I'm not much in the. I really think. Blood, white, I don't think Weisswurst, Hackfleisch.
General math bad, but money math, hell yeah, we like money math. So we have to do something. I bet we have to be doing something at that crime scene. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do. What time is it? 11:26. I've only been streaming an hour. I did get on really late. I did start streaming really late today. I'm gonna try not to play too late because, like I said, I'm so tired. Ugh. And then tomorrow I'll try to plan a more enthusiastic big game stream and, you know, be more a little excited with the incentives for charity.
Looks like a television news.
Okay, yeah, it looks like a television news cruise. That's the only one he says they don't say anything about, like, they're not gonna know nothing. Yes! I had a feeling. Present to them the clues we found so far.
Are y'all with the news? I have some information you might find of interest.
You're an American.
That's right.
That's right.
And you believe you have information about the mutilation killings?
I do have some information, yes, ma'am. I was about to discuss it with the commissar over there, but he seems kind of busy. I thought I'd speak with y'all instead.
Maybe put a stake on him.
Nun gut.
Because I'm a guy.
Was soll's. Dreh schön, Dieter.
Guys like me like to do.
Man, I'm friggin' tired. Hope you had a good day,
Wir
J-Rock.
befinden uns am Tatort des bis jetzt letzten bizarren Todesfalles, der durch die
Bizarre.
Killerwölfe herbeigeführt wurde. Mit mir befindet sich ein Amerikaner, der offensichtlich
Americano, I heard
wichtige
that.
Hinweise bezüglich dieses Mordfalles hat. You believe you have information about the wolf killing, sir?
Yes, I do. I was about to ask Commissar Liebe over there some questions, such as why animal hair found at the crime scene is reddish-brown when the escaped zoo wolves were gray.
Fragt, wieso die Tierhaare am Tatort rötlich-braun sind, wie doch die entlaufenen Zuwölfe offensichtlich grau waren.
And how come paw prints found at the scene indicate an animal much larger than the zoo wolf species Canis lupus lupus?
Lupus
Und fragt, wieso die Pfotenabdrücke am Tatort viel größer sind als die der
Working on some
Zoowölfe.
reading and school stuff, the usual. Hope you're
How
having a great
did
day.
you
Thanks,
get
J-Rock.
this
You too.
information?
Well, I'm proud of you, J-Rock.
All right.
And I hope you're
You
doing
have
well,
my
and I hope you
attention.
don't like burn
Now,
yourself
who
out
are you?
working too hard.
I'm Gabriel Knight.
Get that degree.
The American
Get
novelist?
that degree.
I've been by your station to see you, but funny thing, they would not let me in.
All right. I'll see you at the station later, but only if you agree to get out of here and not talk to the press.
You got it.
Don't talk to the press, he says. Hell yeah. Canis lupus lupus! He says like that. He says it's so goofy.
I wonder who the victim was this time. He's busy.
I don't think they'd know much about it.
He's busy. We'll come back. So I think we're good now, right? We can come back another time. Is that what we... I'm still hungry. I might go get like a slice of cheese or something. What do we want? We got a bowl of cereal maybe. I just ate some cottage cheese and hot sauce because they're like, you know, low points on the diet. So I just want to eat. I'm hungry. I had nachos for dinner, and I always feel like nachos, like, they're heavy when you eat them, but they're not heavy food. Like they dissolve and get too small in your belly. And so now I'm starving. Now I'm starving. So I'm thinking we could go get a bowl of cereal, which I'm not really craving.
Kommen Sie
cereal.
herein.
Maybe get some calcium from the milk. Yeah.
Commissar Liebe, so generous of you to see me.
Sit down, Mr. Knight. Now, you will tell me what you think you know about this case, yes?
Or I could make myself an egg.
How do you
egg
say,
is 0 points too.
Quid pro quo in German?
There is no translation.
Thanks so much for your time.
Sit down. What are you proposing exactly?
It's just you guys have to just wait for me to make
You
that
want
egg.
information? I want information. It's kind of convenient that way.
I can't give you police information.
Try
Why not?
to. All the
I'm not
extra stuff
asking
you
for
gotta do
anything
at work, not
confidential.
with the promotions
Hell, I
kinda
can't even
burning
read the
out,
damn
yeah.
newspapers around here.
But it's not forever, and you'll have
Press
another
release
3-week
stuff,
break
that's all I
coming
want.
up. 3-week break. Let's go, J-Rock.
All right.
Is it just a 3-week break from school,
then it's
or like
your
3
turn.
weeks? Like you have 3 weeks
Agreed?
off. Just school, the semester.
I hear you.
Oh, yeah, I get it, J-Rock. It's like, that's the problem is you take on more stuff than the regular stuff you do, like, also gets to be just like, yeah, break from school. Alright, if you guys don't mind, I should just go to bed. I shouldn't eat it all. I should just go to bed. I'm so tired. But I'm hungry. And I wanna do a little more investigating. I wanna at least go until midnight here, another 30 minutes. If you guys don't mind, we're gonna go make a snack. I'm just gonna go make a snack. This wasn't enough food, kitty. I'm still hungry. I'm still hungry. Okay, I just made a little bowl of cereal. We're good. Okay. Dude, I'm literally passing out. My body's just so tired. But, like, again, I won't be able to sleep. My brain will be wired. My body is just so tired. But I'm hoping if I push, like I didn't take that nap today like I was gonna, that maybe I will just fall asleep. I'll go get ready for bed. And turn on the TV. And we'll be out like a light. Oh, shoot. Once again, my Twitch box disappeared. There you go. Alt enter. So some honey smacks. Man, I hadn't had honey smacks in years. Years, maybe a decade or so. And one day I was like, I crave honey smacks, you know? Yeah.
How long have you been a commissar?
10 years.
All of them here in Munich?
The audio balancing is really
Yes.
bad sometimes.
And
It's
a
so
criminal
loud.
commissar is like, what, a police detective in America?
Americans don't have so many ranks, I think. A German criminal commissar is more like an English chief inspector.
So apologies,
PD
apologies
James.
are so loud.
What?
Nothing. Tell me about the other victims.
What do you want to know?
How many victims have there been?
5, including the one downtown.
Could there be bodies out there that you haven't found yet?
No. The killings have been done in broad daylight. Body parts left like a trail of boat criminal. Breadcrumbs?
Jack the Ripper Wolf.
I know, I wish it were that easy, Jared. I wish it were that easy, but then there'll be the moments where if all I'm doing is sitting in the silence and I'm trying to, like, I try to think about it, the next thing I know, I go, wait a minute. Where do I put my tongue when I'm sleeping? Where does my tongue go? Because your tongue is actually too big for your mouth. Like, the teeth keep it in your mouth. And then, like, suddenly I'm like, I can feel my teeth. I can taste my teeth. And then I start thinking about that. And then now all of a sudden, then I just can't. I just don't know what's going on. So I like to have the TV on. I turn the TV on and I lay down. And usually if I'm tired, I'm out. Because the TV distracts my brain from thinking about that stuff. And what's funny is, like, I'll start to, like, you'll have the TV on. And, like, I'll think I'm awake. And then I suddenly realize, wow, I haven't heard any audio from the TV for, like, a solid 20 seconds. Like, is it a lull? And I'll open my eyes and the TV's still going. I go, oh, nope, I was just falling asleep. And then I grab the remote, it goes off, and then I go back to bed. And it works most of the time. It's just the problem is if I... the problem is if I had too much caffeine at night, which I did, that the caffeine keeps the brain awake. So even if I'm tired, the brain's on. But, again, I think I'm gonna be good. Last night I was too hyped. Because it was a fun stream. And I think I'm going to crash hard, and I'm excited.
When were the other victims killed?
The first was 32 days ago.
2 days after the zoo wolves escaped. And the others?
The 2 teenage boys were killed 20 days ago. The Uber girl 6 days ago.
There was a couple of days last week, I was telling my mom.
Maybe.
That I actually, like, I usually brush my teeth once a day. I brush them at night before bed. And I told her, I was like, I was brushing my teeth 3 or 4 times a day. Because all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I could taste my teeth. And it just bugged me. I was like, I couldn't. This week I'm good. At least now that I say that. Oh my god, I'm good. But welcome back, Inferiority. Yeah.
What about the locations of the killings? Any pattern there?
My face hurts today, J-Rock. But, like, not like a bad... It's just an ache.
Until last night, the killer always struck
something I learned
minutes outside
is you
the
shouldn't
city.
have someone put their hand behind the
First
pie.
was killed north of Munich near Esching.
My mom was telling me that when there's a Mexican restaurant we go to, and if it's your birthday, they'll pie you on your birthday. But they hold the edge, and they just let the plate hit you. And I said, that makes so much sense. Because the plate is doing the work, right? And so the problem is that paper plate is so flimsy. So, like, her hand, like, even though it wasn't like it wasn't like she slapped me in the face or nothing. But it's still a solid hand hitting my nose and stuff. So today, just like, and plus it wasn't like a pie. It was just that thin cool-it. So there was no padding. And so, just today, like, my whole nose and then through here just aches. I thought I was gonna wake up with, like, bruises, but there's, like, not even a mark. There's no markings or nothing. But it's starting to feel a lot better now. It's starting to actually get better. It was so good. She did a great job. That clip turned out so good. I tweeted it today. I'm gonna post it on TikTok tomorrow. I didn't have time today.
What does forensics say?
And then I'll probably share it on Instagram
is not
as well. I'll use it like going live on Instagram and
bite marks, saliva. You've seen the bodies. I haven't.
All I can say is, it is an animal.
Mind if I take a guess? Your boys in the lab say the bite marks are canine and are closer to wolf than to dog. But beyond that, they can't pin it down. Nothing like it on the records. Probably a weird hybrid. Yeah.
All right, get that schoolwork done, Jarek. Thanks for the lyric. Appreciate you. Yeah, Deathmonger. Like I said, it's a Mexican restaurant that we really love to go to. Oh my gosh, they had the best arroz con pollo. I love it. So spicy. And we've gone a couple times. Usually we take takeout, but we'll go for like birthday. We'll go for a party. So my cousin had her 21st birthday there. Like after you eat and everything, they came out with her cake, with her candles. She blew it out, and then they did that. They always do it. And that was funny. But my mom said, she said, yeah, you should have took a lesson from them, because you'll notice they hold the edge of the plate when they smack you in the face, so it doesn't hurt. And I was like, oh yeah, I didn't think about that. But also, it's the way we did it. As much as it hurt, it was a very aesthetically good clip. That clip was perfect. We got us both in the shot. You got to see it full fling at my face, eyes wide open. I was ready, but I was not ready. That was in the moment too. Yeah, it was good though. It was good. Spot kept telling me all today at work. He's like, that was the best night I've ever had in your stream. He said it was all my favorite things. He's like, we played Magic. You got pied in the face. He's like, I was laughing, and I played scary horror backrooms games. Which, by the way, they were playing through and finishing that game today, but I told them, I was like, I'm just so tired. I'm just gonna.
Have you
I want to play
given
some
any
Gabriel
thought at all
tonight.
about the possibility of
What?
a werewolf? Never mind.
I would laugh so hard if he goes, werewolf? Their wolf. And then there's just a wolf outside the window.
The killer isn't one of the zoo wolves, is it?
That is information the press does not have, Mr. Knight. I expect it to stay that way.
I understand.
As you pointed out so loudly,
The best thing about cereal is it always leaves an aftertaste of the milk.
Yeah.
I love it.
So what are your thoughts about that?
Either there is a mistake with the zoo records.
I think the zoo would know if they had a
Also, I got
reddish
bit
brown
by,
hybrid
I
in
assumed a
wolf.
mosquito, but it might just be a different type of bug. I don't know
Another
if you guys can see
possibility
this.
is, of course, that another animal is responsible.
You probably wouldn't be able to see it on
Wow.
stream. But like,
Possibly.
my whole knee here,
Maybe.
this big, is swollen.
A pet?
Like the bite's here, but this part's all swelled up.
As in maybe the reason
Ugh,
you
and it
haven't been
itches
able
so
to track
bad.
the thing is that it's going into someone's home.
It's possible.
And it's hard. It's like a hard swollen. Ugh. I got bit or stung while I was. It didn't feel like a sting. It didn't hurt that bad. But I do have allergies to mosquitoes. And so my mosquito bites always swell up, especially if you itch them. But typically mosquito bites don't like get hard like that. They get big and mine get like, they ooze. They get pussy and gross because I'm allergic. But this one's not doing that. It's just swelling up and being very itchy.
You keep saying an animal. You found evidence of only one animal? One bite pattern, one saliva type?
Yes.
Yet 2 wolves escaped from the zoo.
As you say,
Inside
the zoo
Munich, there are
wolves
2
do not
wolves.
figure into this at all.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. No, I definitely would not say that.
Ooh, what would you say then, Air Knight? I want to get back to that demonologist lady. Uh-oh, I ate that cereal and suddenly it perked me right up because it was so tasty.
Tell me about the latest victim.
Male, 52, Grossberg was the name. He was a furrier. Ironic, isn't it?
A furrier.
Ironic.
What an amazing coincidence. Have any theories about why the killer struck downtown this time?
No. Do you?
I read somewhere that wolves are clean animals. They don't kill close to their lair unless they're forced to.
What lair? What are you talking about?
Yeah, mosquitoes. That is the
Not
one
sure,
benefit
actually.
of wintertime, Desmonger. I agree.
Random thought.
The one benefit is like less bugs in the winter. And I live near a creek, and so mosquitoes, you know, they breed near water. So luckily for me, my water source is always flowing, and they breed like in stagnant water. So mine don't get horribly bad, but they can get bad.
Have you ever heard of anyone
And then,
or
funny
anything
enough, I don't know
called
if they have
black
proof
wolf?
of it, but I've heard many places say that,
Brown.
like, because some people will
Yeah,
swear they
I
never
know,
get bit by mosquitoes.
I was just
and,
wondering if you'd
like,
heard
I knew
of
someone who told me that.
black
He
wolf
said they'd
in
never
general.
been bit by a mosquito in his life, and I was like, how the heck is that possible? And so I saw a thing that said, like, some mosquitoes, they're attracted to you by, like, probably, like, pheromone smells or whatever they are. And they actually have preferences to blood type. And, of course, my blood type they list as the number 1. And I'm like, oh, I hate it. But my blood type also would make it so that I can't be infected in a zombie apocalypse if I lived in the Dead Island world. If I lived in Dead Island, I wouldn't be able to be turned. So I got that going for me at least.
Here is this.
What?
Missing persons case. A runaway teenaged girl. It happened in 1989 in a town called Kirschel, in the Nationalpark Bayerischer Wald, Bavarian National Forest.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I just thought I remembered something. It was a sad case, you know. She was very pretty. Ah, yes. Here it is.
What?
There was a supposed witness. An old lady who lived on the edge of town near the woods. She says she saw the girl go into the woods the night she disappeared. Says the wolf got her.
Do you know what is
The
happening in
old
the
lady
story
had
now?
been complaining for some time about a huge black wolf in the woods. But no one believed her. She was verrückt, crazy.
We're making connections between the current
No one
killings
else ever
and a
saw the
missing
thing?
person.
Hadn't been any wolves in those woods for 50 years.
So there's been slayings. So
probably
in
nothing
Munich
to
right
it.
now, there's been a
That's
couple
what
killings.
I thought at the time. Of course,
And
that was years before
They
this
happened
case.
after
Never heard
2
of
wolves
wolf attacks
escaped
back
from
then.
the zoo. But we're trying to prove it's not the wolves from the zoo. It's a werewolf. It's a werewolf.
Do you get a lot of missing persons cases in Germany?
Oh, sure. Mostly teenagers, runaways. It gets worse all the time. Families are not like they used to be, yes?
Suppose not. That's all I wanted to know.
Good. We discuss you now, yes?
I guess.
You want to tell me, or do I have to ask?
I'm investigating the murder of Tony Yuba for her parents.
Why?
I'm an investigator. That's what I do.
You're an American P.I.?
You could say that.
And how did the Hubers end up hiring you?
Mutual friends?
I see.
Why don't we just tell him? Like,
And
he's been honest with us. We could tell him
Evidence you have?
A paw print and some hair samples from the Yuba farm.
Schloss
I
Ritter.
spoke with some folks at the zoo
We
as
live
well.
there.
All right, Mr. Knight.
Air Knight.
I don't know how the police deal with you in America, but in this country, we don't like civilian interference.
I understand.
If you hear something, you come to me. If you see something, you come to me. And under no circumstances are you to speak with the press. You do. And I'll have your passport.
You wouldn't like it. It was a bad hair day.
I am quite serious.
I swear, not a word.
All right.
But I will be talking to my
I can't stop you from
assistant
investigating.
Grace.
But stay out of our way.
Quiet as a shadow. That's me.
Alright. Let's see. We can do a little bit more. It's almost midnight. I'm gonna wrap it up there. I mean, or we hit the 2-hour mark. Okay. I've streamed for 1 hour and 42 minutes. 7 minutes from now will be midnight. That'll be 1 hour 50. So we'll try to maybe hit the 2-hour mark. 2-hour mark of stream. So we'll go a little past midnight. Okay, so is there anything I want to give him?
I'm not sure why I'd...
To share information, brother?
I'm gonna take off.
Stay out of trouble.
So yeah, so the main story plot, Deathmonger, in case you haven't been around for the rest of the game, and for anybody else, we'll do a quick recap. The main plot of this story so far. This is a sequel to another game we already played. I'm just gonna take us home real quick just so we can get rid of the sounds. We are a mystery writer who also works as like a PI because like it helps with our story writing, right? We use like real life events to make them into our stories. So in the first game, we discovered a heritage that we have where we're called the Schattenjäger. It means shadow hunter. We come from a lineage of men who pass down one man to the next the abilities to like fight the supernatural, okay? Basically. So that was the plot of the first game. So our heritage originates in Germany here. So we came to reclaim our family home after the previous Schattenjäger has now passed. So that's why we're in Germany. And while we were here, the village that our castle like sits atop of, right? One of their own, I think. Well, I think this must be outside the village a bit. But they must know the people around here. So these people here, their daughter was killed and murdered by what they believe to be a werewolf. Okay? She was killed and murdered by what they believe to be a werewolf. The police say it was at least they were saying it to the press, it was the escaped wolves from the zoo. So 2 wolves escaped from the zoo. But they believe in superstitions. That's why they hired us, the Schattenjäger, to figure it out. So we are currently staying with those people to like do investigations. That way we're closer to town. And there's been a series of killings, I think. I know of at least 2 killings, but they make it sound like there's been more than the 2. I don't know. But so far we've proven that it's not the wolves from the zoo, because we found evidence here of we have reddish brown hair and very large footprints where the zoo wolves have gray hair, and Canis lupus, which is basically just the European wolf, only gets to a certain size, and the paw print indicates that they're much larger than that. And then in the interim, our assistant Grace, who usually works at the bookshop, has come here to help us do research, and she's the one that's been investigating the lore and the history behind the werewolves. And that's what we got so far. Not much. Just that we think that the werewolf lineage goes way back to one of the old kings. I don't know if... I'm going to be honest with you. I get lost when they're talking about names because I don't speak German and I get very confused. I don't know if it's the king that might be the werewolf, or the king might have been in close contact to the werewolf. I can't remember. But our old ancestor tried to hunt down and have the werewolf killed. And if you kill the alpha, anyone he's turned, I think, can be unturned. Like, it ends the curse. We've done research on that, which I have a feeling is going to come to play later in the game. If I had to guess the tropes of supernatural stories, Gabriel Knight is going to get bitten at some point, and in order to save ourselves from becoming a werewolf forever, we'll have to kill the alpha. That's my guess. Okay, so we have our home base. We have the zoo. We have the plaza. university, which is where the bio lab is, and the police station.
I don't need to do anything else at the lab.
We can come here again. So here's the wolves. So it told us everything we needed to know
Canis
about the wolves.
lupus lupus.
And then we can look at them. So there's a couple wolves here, but the rest of them have escaped.
They don't look dangerous.
They don't look dangerous.
Lingman's zoo.
We still can't go inside
No,
here.
no way.
So, still nothing
That's
to
me.
do here. I love how Gary looked at the camera when he said, quiet as a shadow, that's me. Like, and then we let it ride when the main character looks at the camera and says, am I having a good day or what? Oh, yeah. They break the fourth wall, yeah. Breaking the fourth wall.
You mentioned the possibility of my using your secretary for research.
Anytime.
Oh, I'd
Great.
like to use your secretary.
I wouldn't ask, but I need a newspaper search done, and
I feel like that's just what he's
my
going to
German
say.
sucks.
Get ready.
No problem. What exactly are you looking for?
Missing persons. Actually, missing persons cases that occurred in or near forested areas.
How far back do you want to go?
10 years?
Oh, my
Okay,
back. It's
I
sore.
can spare her later in the day. We should have it ready for you by tomorrow.
Great. Thanks.
Oh, all right. Should have it ready for you by tomorrow. All right.
Well.
I don't. Blood.
We're going to be getting sausage from this lady at some point. I just know it.
He doesn't strike me as a spark.
One cook. One.
Pierre, hi. Thank you so much for the raid and for sharing your community with us. How was your stream? Shout out at Pierre. Ba-ba-ba-ding, ba-da-ba-ding. Playing some Mario Odyssey. Hope it's going well. My name is Geeky, for anyone who hasn't been by the stream before. I do variety stuff. We play a little bit of everything. FPSs, RPGs, fantasy, sci-fi, horror. You name it, we play it. We love video games. Wugmanin. We're currently playing a old game series, Gabriel Knight, from the 90s. This is a game my mom played, and I watched her, and I just never forgot about it, and I just remember thinking it was one of the greatest series of all time, and I just love it. So it's a very old game. We started it for our Throwback Thursdays, but I'm just trying to mix it in now because it's just really fun and chill, and it's a good time. It's supernatural mysteries is what it is. You heard we can't talk about... Yeah, Finchy, you can't. I only have 2 rules. I have only 2 rules. And that's don't talk about Fight Club or Bruno. I can't remember. At one point, I almost thought about adding a 3rd because someone came in and said something. I was like, well, I guess I have to have 3 rules now. But I don't remember if I did it or not, so. But it's funny. But yeah, I hope you've been well. But hi, Finchy, Pierre. Streamer's good. You played more Odyssey. The controls of a minigame started to murder your wrist, though, so you just have, yeah. I will also be stopping. I'm trying to wait for my stream to hit 2 hours. But it's after midnight for me. We had a really crazy, awesome, fun night last night on stream. And long story short, I let my cousin slam a whipped cream pie in my face, and so we had a lot of cleanup. So I was up quite late last night, so I'm pretty tired today. So we're gonna wrap up soon, but I'll make sure to share your community on with someone trustworthy. But yeah, tomorrow we'll be back on. We're raising money for St. Jude all month long for the St. Jude Play Live. We've currently raised $1,355 thanks to the community. We have our original goal was only 1,000, so we've already hit our main goal, and we're now trying to reach our stretch goal by the end of the month. So if anyone's interested, there should be a donation link in my about section. Also, let me just drop this here. But we will be on tomorrow as well. Playing some games and hopefully doing some fun shenanigans, some shenaniganry. And, okay. Alright. But yeah, so we just talked about, I just gave the plot synopsis of this game, so I won't go over it too long for anybody new. But long story short, we're a supernatural mystery detective hunter man. And there's been a series of killings that we believe are tied to werewolves, so we're investigating. That's the gist. Okay, also apologies. Apologize! This is annoying. Also, too, for anyone who is of the younger persuasion, this is what's called an FMV, alright? An FMV game. So the game is all done in, like, film. It's point and click, but it's all edited with, like, real photos and real video. This was amazing technology back in the day, by the way. By the way. Like, we went from the first game of the series being, like, 8-bit, top-down, very hard to see, to this, and it was like, I've never seen a game look so good in my entire life. When I was a child, I was like, what is this? When you go from playing on a DOS computer to suddenly having a game
I've already got a watch.
with real actors that you can actually see their faces in is just amazing. It's crazy to see how far technology has come. Like, on one hand, it feels like forever ago, and on the other hand, it's, like, not that long ago, and it's crazy to think about. Crazy.
I'd give it a
I'd give it a shot, but I'm not very good, he says. Alright, we don't have any letters to mail. Do you think the crime scene's still here? Can we go down and look? Oh, it doesn't let me go back down and look at the crime scene up close and personal. That sucks. Uh-oh. Oh, can we try to... Oh, we can go back into this place. I forgot about it. This is a gentleman's club. And at first they weren't gonna let me, an American, in, but
Good morning, Herr Knight.
but they found out that I'm actually nobility of
They're
some
all
kind.
busy with
now.
their daily tasks. You are, however, welcome to use the club. So I've been informed.
Thank you, Xavier. You're so kind.
They took one look at us and they said, "You a poor American," and we're like, "Joke's on you. I own a castle, brother. I own a castle." Let's see.
So, tell me about the club.
What about it?
Hey, there you go, Pierre.
How long has
Sometimes
the club
too,
been around?
Pierre.
Since 1970.
I tell people this all the
way.
time, and I know they think I'm making excuses.
It's older than that, isn't it?
But when you're streaming a game, there's, even if it doesn't feel like lag, there's always some kind of latency, right, when you're streaming, because it takes so much power from you. Like, I'll play games and be like, man, I just really suck today, and then all of a sudden I'll play it off stream, boom, I get it. Like, Star Wars. Like, Star Wars, we were playing on the hardest difficulty, fighting bosses, and yeah, it's gonna be hard, but then I'm like, I promise you though, I could do it off stream and get it, like, it still would take me a few tries, but I could get it in less tries than I would if I was doing it on stream. Because, like, suddenly I'm able to parry and I'm able to do everything in the timing right, so. Like, I don't know if that's you streaming your mini game, but, like, sometimes I have to do that if I get tired or frustrated.
He brought
I'll be like,
a new
I'll do this
vision.
one off stream.
The lodge had nearly died out. Hunting is not so popular as it used to be.
Were you here when von Glauer joined?
Baron von Glauer. He hired me later, in 72.
I love how this man purses his lips a lot. He's like, yeah, I know I got good lips. Yeah, brother.
How many members are there?
There are 5 now, not including you. I'm not sure of your status.
5.
This man is a
You mean the men that
snob,
were here last night make
and
up
he
the
doesn't
entire
even go
club?
here.
Quantity
You don't
is
even
not
go
an
here, brother.
overriding concern with us, Her Knight. The Baron personally interviewed and approved each new member. Despite your own experience, this club is extremely exclusive. Not everyone would fit in.
No, I don't suppose they would.
What a butthole.
How often do the club members go hunting?
As a group, once a month or so.
Once a month? Hell, I thought y'all were hunters. Back home, you don't get out there and spill a little blood at least once a week. The other men start looking at you funny.
Organized club hunts are once a month. Members can use the club's lodges anytime on a
pressure on the
more
legs
casual
sometimes just requires
basis,
you to do it off
and they
stream, yeah.
frequently do.
That's true. That's smart, Beard. Capturing it with the button, capture button. I just always tell people, look, I did it. I'm past it.
So, tell me about the club members.
I don't gossip about our members, Herr Knight.
Gossip? With you? Please. I've never met anyone as obviously discreet as you.
Thank you.
Bet you could drop a load if you wanted to, though. You probably know more about what goes on around here than anyone.
True. At least I used to. But with all these new people coming in, I'm not sure I know anything anymore.
All these new people? You mean I'm not the only fresh blood?
No, Herr Dr. Klingman was only accepted a few weeks ago.
Dr. Klingman goes
Really?
here. Oh yeah, we
Who
knew
brought
that.
him in?
I was not in on the discussion,
forget.
so I
We
really
knew that. That's
couldn't
how we
say.
found this place.
But I'm sure there was more thought behind his
Dr.
acceptance
Klingman is the
than
guy that
yours.
runs the zoo.
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
No.
Alrighty. All right, Xavier. Thanks.
Thanks, Savior. All right. That is about 2 hours of stream for us. We just finished talking to this man. I say we save it here. Oh my gosh, I didn't save the whole stream again. Which version, Gabriel? Okay. I say we save there. I forget that games don't autosave in the old days. I haven't saved it the entire stream. We had 2 hours of gameplay that could have just crashed. Oh my gosh. Let's find someone to raid out to. I know Mike is on. Let's just check if there's anybody else we haven't raided in a hot minute. But if not, we'll pass you over to Mike. Yeah, I'll just pass you over to Mike. I'm pretty tired. I don't want to overthink this. Let's send you over there. Better late than never to save. I know, we get lucky. We're lucky that this game hasn't crashed. Again, I want to thank you guys all so much for everything you've done to donate to St. Jude to get us to where we are so far, and for being here and just hanging out, spreading the word, whatever. It means a lot to me. We will hopefully be on tomorrow for some shenanigans. Try to get a big group going. And then maybe we can, like, riff and do some fun incentive stuff. Again, I might not be on this weekend at all, so I kind of want to push some stuff tomorrow if I can. But YouTube, thank you for being here. Twitch, you know the drill. Where's the button to end stream? And if you want to, you can spam the emotes. You know, I love my raid message, but it's also super freaking long. I might just start doing like this. And then say geeky raid. You know, let's say geeky raid and just have Xena. I think we might shorten it. It makes it a lot easier to say hi. But I hope you guys have a good night. Good night, KO. Good night, Otaku. Good night, Inferiority. Good night, Deathmonger. Good night, Pier. Good night, Finchy. Good night, everybody.